Hello! Welcome back! We meet again! Hello! It is currently 6:46 p.m. right now. The realmathon 48-hour readathon starts in 14 minutes and I am ready for it. I am here. I am prepared. I have a TBR. It's gonna be a good one. We are smashing out the realmathon readathon. It's gonna be a fun time. We're doing sprints tomorrow morning. Come along for the ride. I wanted to film this intro to talk about a little bit of a TBR that I'm thinking about for the weekend. But before I get to that, I just need to represent Team Serene. If you don't know anything about realmathon, this is the readathon that Covers with Cassidy is doing the whole month of April, and there is a 48-hour readathon happening this weekend, April like 8th to 10th. It is basically a military fantasy inspired readathon where you get to pick a team and your team can either increase your own team's points or decrease a different team's points depending on what books you read and how those books correspond with what prompts. So I am on Team Serene. Our genre to get us more points is whimsical fantasy. And the whole point of this like Peace Talks weekend is you get an extra 10 points for every book you read. So I'm trying to prioritize the short reads to get more points for Team Serene, and we're gonna win. It's gonna happen. All you other teams, you're going down. I've never done a 48-hour readathon before. I've done a 24-hour readathon, which you can see here. That was very difficult. I am hoping to have it go even better this time because I am prioritizing short books. I'm not reading a really long fantasy. I think we're gonna have success with this. My goal is to finish at least 2 books. At least 2, if not 3. If I can get 3, I would be super pleased with myself. I wanted to talk about my TBR for the weekend, so let's do that. If you haven't seen my April TBR Tinder, I chose 6 books for this month, and I have attempted to read one of them and I DNF'd it. So it's going great. I'm really not vibing with the books that I was on my original TBR, so we're just going off. We're going rogue here, okay? TBR's a little bit out the window right now. First book I'm interested in is Under the Whispering Door by TJ Klune. I read about 70 pages of this back in like January and I just put it down. I was in a major reading slump in January, never really got back to it, but I am like so in the mood for this right now. This is exactly what I want. I love this vibe. I want to be in a magical tea shop, and I don't know, TJ Klune always offers such great little nuggets of wisdom throughout his novels, and I need that. I need that right now. So I think I honestly I might start with this because I'm in the mood for it and this is what I want. The fact that I did read the first 70 pages back in January, honestly, I don't remember a whole ton of it. I might just skim through it just to like refresh my brain. So that's probably number 1. Numbers 2 and 3 I actually have on Kindle. Okay, so the first book I have on Kindle is Shoko's Smile. That is by Choi Young. This is a short story collection, I believe. I've heard the writing has been compared to Sally Rooney, and I am very interested because Sally Rooney is one of my favorite authors. Another one I have on Kindle is Yolk by Mary H.K. Choi. I saw the Raven-Haired Reader read this last month and raved about it and loved it. And I was like, I need to read that right now. And she read it in one sitting, so I'm like, that would be perfect for the weekend. That is not on my TBR, but I kind of just want to get to it just because I've heard such great things about Mary H.K. Choi. I know she wrote, I think, Permanent Record, which was like a huge booktube favorite, so very interested about that. Okay, continuing on with the TBR because I'm extra. The 2 that I am interested in getting to if I am able to complete whatever I want to complete, Vladimir by Julia May Jones. This is on my Magical Readathon TBR, and this is for the prompt, a book with romance in it. I don't really want to read a romance right now, but I know this isn't really like a standard romance. This is definitely more like literary fiction heavy. So I will be interested in this. This is about like a college professor who I think gets involved with his students or something and it ruins his marriage. Interested, short book, which we love. And then if I am able to get to all of those or whatever I'm feeling the mood for, Red Rising is also on my list, or the Atlas 6, kind of depending on whatever I'm feeling. Red Rising, definitely don't expect me to finish this at all, but I've heard it's really good. It's like a caste system set on Mars, kind of like the Hunger Games, I believe. So this could be like a good binge read, possibly. So yeah, that is my TBR, and then maybe Atlas 6 as well. That is just, those are all of the options, okay? I am a mood reader. I like to pick and choose, and so I wanted to have a huge list of books that I'm interested in reading and then just kind of figuring it out as I go. None of them are too long. I think I can do this. I think I'm gonna make some actual progress and success with this. So very, very excited. If you have watched that 24-hour readathon video, I struggled. I'm going to set myself some boundaries, right? Number one, I'm going to be sleeping. This is not a Kara stays awake for 48 hours vlog, okay? If that was your hope, I'm sorry. Physically, my body cannot do that, okay? I need to sleep. And I want to get like decent sleep, otherwise I won't be able to read anything and this would literally be a waste of my time. Number two, I have some things to do this weekend. Like I want to work out, we might see our friends tomorrow night. I cannot spend the full 48 hours reading, otherwise I'm probably gonna go stir crazy. I need to break it up a little bit, but like when I'm at the gym, I'll probably listen to an audiobook or something like that. So yes, I'm going to be setting some boundaries for myself to make myself actually be able to get through this in the most productive way possible without sacrificing my mental health, you know? I am extremely motivated. This is gonna be a great time. Everyone's gonna be reading sprinting tonight, so pumped, freaking pumped about this. It is currently 6:57 now, so let's freaking get to it. Let's do this thing.
A few moments later.
Screw it. I'm starting at 8 p.m. 8 p.m. is the official start time for the readathon anyways, for the readathon sprints. So I'm giving myself on a pass. I've just been chilling for the last hour. Haven't really done much. I have absolutely no excuse other than the fact that there are no reading sprints going on right now. So we're gonna start at 8 p.m. Going to bed. It's 10:15. I got up at 5 a.m. this morning. I think I'm gonna wake up early tomorrow because I'm sprinting at 8 a.m. So I think I'm just gonna get up early. I am really distracted and tired. I'm just gonna go to bed. Self-care. Choosing myself. Sorry, I have to be a little quiet. My boyfriend's still sleeping. Okay, so it is like 6:30 right now. I did it. I woke up early. I'm really glad that I'd made the decision to go to bed at 10:30 when I did, because I actually feel really good right now and I feel like I'm gonna be really productive today. Okay, so I'm making coffee right now. I'm going to get ready and get ready for sprints because I'm starting sprints at 8 a.m. Why the hell am I doing that? But it's fine. I also forgot to talk about the audiobook that I wanted to listen to this week. So I have Crying in H Mart on my Audible account, and it's only like a 6-hour audiobook, so I'm definitely going to power through that this weekend as well in times when I'm not feeling a physical read. Crying in H Mart is about a Korean American woman. It's like kind of like a memoir about her life with her mother and about being a Korean American woman. I'm excited. I've heard nothing but good things. I've heard this is an amazing novel, so really looking forward to it. I'm gonna get ready and then we're gonna start sprinting at 8. update. So I just finished reading sprints. It was a great time. I literally can't believe I did this. So for one of the sprints, I was like super hyped up on caffeine. I've had like 4 cups of coffee today and I was like so antsy. I was just like, we're gonna do an hour-long sprint and I'm gonna go for a run. And I did. I ran 3.5 miles in 30 minutes, made it back, showered in time for the sprint to restart. I am truly so proud of myself. Did not think I could do that. The fact that I had like this waiting in the background for me, I was like, okay, I have to get home in time in order to be able to do the sprint. So wow, I'm truly so proud of myself. Reading update. I have read about 100 pages this morning. I'm on about page 200 of Under the Whispering Door. This book, guys, just absolute top tier, 5 stars. Like I could be done reading it right now and give it 5 stars. I'm literally in love with this. It very much is reminiscent of House in the Cerulean Sea, with like the plot of like an old grouch going to like a place and then meeting people who soften his heart and he becomes like a totally new person. And I kind of love that trope. TJ Klune just knows how to speak. There's so many different like phrases and quotes in here that are just speaking to my soul. I'm annotating this and I'm just having a great time reading it. I'm really, really glad that I decided to pick this up, even though it is a little bit longer of a book. I'm hoping to finish it today before we meet up with some friends later this evening. So I'm gonna have to get to reading after this if I want to accomplish it before that. Other than Under the Whispering Door, on my run, I listened to Crying in H Mart by Michelle Zauner. Like I explained before, this is a Korean American memoir of this young woman, and I'm probably only on about chapter 5 or 6, but I'm really, really enjoying it. There's a lot of representation for mental health. Also, the mother-daughter relationship in this book it's so good. And I feel like I see a lot of similarity, not direct similarities, but like similarities in my life with my mom. And I really just appreciate her being so vulnerable and open about relationships are complex, right? Like we're gonna go through phases in our life where we're really close to our parents or we're not. Our relationships with our family members ebb and flow as we live our lives. And I just really like how she is talking about that. I don't know. I'm really, really liking it so far. Gotta get back to reading Under the Whispering Door. I'm gonna give this 5 stars. I already know it. And it's a whimsical fantasy, so it's going to count for bonus points for the readathon. So pumped about that. Cool. Let's keep going. I'm having a great time with this readathon and I'm just so happy. This is my first 5-star read of the year. So happy about it. Want to give a quick update. I am about halfway done with Crying in H Mart. It is so good. Mom is going through cancer treatment and it is just so heartbreaking to listen to how devastating the mother's journey has been with cancer and going through treatment and all that kind of stuff. It just really makes you blessed for your health and, you know, for my life, and just, I don't know, it really makes you take a step back and like think about things, you know? Love the writing. It's just very like easy to read, but also hits deep, you know? So gonna keep listening to that. Probably gonna finish that today too. So let's keep going. All right, update. I'm on page 257 of Under the Whispering Door, and I physically cannot stop reading this book. It is incredible. I can't put it down. I am in love with every single one of these characters. They have so much life and so much depth, and I just love it. And the setting is everything. This is the book that I needed. I haven't felt like this about a book in so long, and I'm just so happy that I finally decided to go for it. And honestly, like, at first I was regretting picking this book to be my first read of this weekend because it is like almost 400 pages, but I'm not regretting it because because it's such a good book. I'm still not done with it yet. I'm hoping to finish by tonight, but we'll see. I still have like 110, 120 pages or so. And as my reading pace goes, I'd say it's about 50-50 if I'm gonna finish it tonight. I am going to grab drinks with some of my friends right now. So we're gonna be gone for a few hours and then I'll come back. I definitely need a break from reading. My brain is a little spent right now, so it'll be nice to just get out and like go do something. So I will be back in a few hours and we will get her done. Also, everyone is sprinting like all night, so at least I'll have some company if I want to stay up late. The odds that I actually end up staying late are not high, but I'm hoping to at least stay up until like 2. If I can stay up till 2, that's a success, because I got up at 6:30 this morning, so I got this. Let's do it. Hello everyone. So I am back from getting drinks with my friends. We had such a nice time. We went to a little brewery down the street, which was so great. And it's just nice to be able to like take a break, you know, and just enjoy being with people you love. Love it. I have a little ambiance going. I am very excited for staying up late tonight. It almost feels like I am in college again, and I kind of love it. Like, I'm just like, yeah, we're gonna pull a fucking all-nighter. Let's do it. Even though I never pulled an all-nighter in college, but I did stay up very, very late till like 4 a.m. at some points. That's the vibe tonight, and that's what I'm feeling, and I hope that other people are feeling that too. Let's finish Under the Whispering Door. We're gonna give it 5 stars like I already said, so it's gonna be a good one. Let's do it. Okay, I'm crying. TJ Klune has a way with words, and I can't. Oh, he's talking about like where animals go after they die, and it just rings a bell. TJ Klune, you are a master. You are a master. Update. Oh, sorry, I look rough right now. So I finished it. Finished Under the Whispering Door. 5 stars. I'm going to talk about it more tomorrow. Sorry, I'm trying to be quiet because like it's 2 a.m. I'm going to talk about it more tomorrow in depth, but it was so good. I cried multiple times. Truly, really like loved reading this, and I'm just so glad I finally have a 5-star read for the year. But I am fading fast, so it is time for me to go to bed. I'm just glad I finished a book today, so I'd consider a success. Also, this was like 380 pages, so did it. Smashed it. Okay, I need to go to bed, and I'm gonna sleep until I want to sleep tomorrow. And then I'll get up and start reading something else. I think I'm gonna start with Vladimir tomorrow, so we'll see how that goes. But all right, peace. I need to rest my eyes. Good morning. Okay, it is 9 a.m. Got a little bit of sleep. I'm still feeling a little bit tired, so I might take a nap today. I don't know. But I did finish Under the Whispering Door last night, and it was delightful. It made my heart sing. I enjoyed it with every fiber of my being. I'm gonna run it through Caw Piles, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna give it a 5 stars. Oh, it was just a treat. It spoke to my soul. I loved it. You know, I read the author's note at the end, and he talked about how this book almost helped him like with his own grief and stuff like that, because it's a book about death and dying and learning to, you know, move on from life and whatnot, and what does that look like after we die. And it was almost like comforting in a way. I don't know, there were a lot of themes of like, it's not an end and we're moving on to something else, and you know, it's like it's supposed to be a peaceful journey, and I really loved it. I really loved it. Having, you know, lost people in my own life, I think it just offered comfort and hope, and there were some awesome quotes in it, and I really enjoyed it. So let's talk about what I'm gonna be reading today. So I first thing I'm gonna do this morning. I have to edit a video. So during the time that I'm editing and I can be a little bit more lax and I don't have to like listen to every single part, I'm gonna be listening to my audiobook Crying in H Mart. I have like 3 hours left of it, so should be able to finish that today. Physical read, I'm thinking Vladimir, because I do need to read that for Magical Readathon, and I could also read it for this weekend too. It's a short book, but I wanna read the shortest book on my TBR today. So I'm gonna try and see what books I have that I could potentially read, and we'll go from there. But first things first, I'm gonna make breakfast and then going to start editing the video. So let's do it. Also, I feel like I've drank too much coffee this weekend, so I think I'm gonna make a tea this morning. Who is she? Well, I have failed today. It is 4:30. Let me explain. The video that I was working on uploading took way longer to finish editing than I expected it to. So I didn't get it fully completed until about noon. And then right after that, we had to go to a family gathering. So we just got home from that and I still haven't finished Crying in H Mart. Goal for the rest of the afternoon is to finish Crying in H Mart. I don't have much left of the audiobook. I'm like 60% done. So I just need to finish those last few hours. So I know I will get that finished. But as far as doing a third book, pretty low shot at that right now. So, okay, so the readathon technically ends at 8 p.m., right? I'm just gonna keep reading past that. I'm just gonna keep reading until I go to bed tonight. So maybe I can finish another short book, but I have to go through my TBR to figure out which one is the shortest book and which one I have the best chance of actually finishing today. Sorry there hasn't been a ton of footage today, but I have been quite preoccupied with other life things going on and trying to manage my YouTube channel. So let's just make the most of our time that we have left. You know what? Life is all about balance. Okay, so here is my plan. Sorry, I have to be a little quiet because Reed is taking a nap. So I have 1 hour left of Crying in H Mart. I'm going to save that when I'm doing like chores or like making dinner or like cleaning up or something like that, so I have an audiobook to listen to throughout the evening. Otherwise, I'm going to start Vladimir. It is 5:30 p.m., so the odds that I finish this tonight probably won't. But you know what? I'm just gonna try. This was the shortest book on the TBR that I had chosen. I thought it was going to be Yoke or Shoko Smile, but both of those are like, well, Yoke is 400 pages, which I didn't expect. I thought it was like a short story, but it's not. Shoko Smile is like 250 and this is only like 230. So this is the shortest book that I own, that I have on my TBR, and I have to read this for Magical Readathon, so I might as well just read it. Those are the reading plans for the evening. Other than that, it's 6 p.m. right now. I tried, guys, I tried. You know what? I do think the 48-hour readathon was more enjoyable for me than the 24-hour, because I could actually be a real human and not feel super guilty for like not reading. Like I could like do the stuff that I needed to do today and like it was fine. It is like the perfect time right now on a Sunday to just like get cozy. It is so dreary right now outside, so it's calm and quiet here. Okay, so I finished Crying in H Mart. Loved it. Crying in H Mart is about a Korean American woman and her relationship with her mother. Her mother gets diagnosed with terminal cancer, and it is kind of about her taking care of her mother in her last days and the relationship that she had with her. And then also it has to do with just Korean culture and so much discussion about food and just how much about food can like impact who we are as people, and food creates a culture, and there is some identity we find in the food that we eat and we make and stuff like that. And it was a really, really great memoir. I am not giving it a rating. Again, I've mentioned this before in videos. I don't really like to give ratings to people's memoirs. It just doesn't feel right to me to like rate someone's personal experiences. Like I don't know, it just doesn't sit well with me to do that. So I'm not giving it a rating, but I genuinely really, really enjoyed this book. And if you like memoirs, I feel like you would really like it. Especially listening to it on audio, it was a great narration by the author herself. I mean, just overall, a great read, and it was a very quick read as well, so that was awesome. All in all, that is going to be my last book for Realmathon. I have hit a wall. I am so tired right now. It's 8:15 on Sunday night and I am just like, literally I could go to bed. I slept so terribly last night because I was up until 2, and then also I was just like couldn't fall asleep because I had had a lot of coffee throughout the day. So I think I'm gonna go to bed early tonight. I might start Vladimir later tonight if I'm like feeling like I can read, but honestly right now I might just chill and like watch a movie or something like that. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. I also did want to tell you, I decided to give Under the Whispering Door 4.5 stars. I ran it through the Cawpile system and it came up with a 4.5, and I think I know why. Okay, also just in my heart, I feel like Under the Whispering Door had such similar character building and like character arcs as House in the Cerulean Sea. And I feel like House in the Cerulean Sea I enjoyed just a little bit more, where I think back on House in the Cerulean Sea and truly I'm like, every part of that reading experience was a 10 out of 10. And with this, I was like, I really, really enjoyed it. And there were such great lines and such great parts, but I feel like the character arc of our main character was pretty much exactly the same as House in the Cerulean Sea, and I think it was just done just a little bit better with House in the Cerulean Sea. So I'm going to give it a 4.5. That is not to say any slight on Under the Whispering Door. If you liked House in the Cerulean Sea, you should definitely read Under the Whispering Door. It was so good. Again, I cried. It was amazing. But I think it's just under his first novel that I've read. That's okay. That's what it is. I am going to conclude the vlog here. It has been a reading filled weekend. I overall finished 2 books, which was my original goal set out. Hopefully I was going to get to 3, and I think I probably could have gotten to 3 if I had not had to have the morning that I did this morning, but it's fine. We got through it, and overall read 2 books. I am having the best reading month of the year so far, so super excited about that. And I still am, it's only April 10th, so there's so much of the month left to go, and I think I'm gonna be able to finish my TBR. Still have to get to Oathbringers, so watch out for a vlog coming on that. If you enjoyed today's video, I also did a 24-hour readathon in a few weeks ago, so make sure to check that out right here. Very similar style vlog to this one, so if you enjoy this kind of content, I have more of it on my channel. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and make sure to hit the subscribe button if you would like to join my community here. I love making videos about books, so I hope you had a great time watching this one. See you guys in the next video. Bye!